The Rock doesn't care if you're scared. When I walked into junior year with hands like sandpaper, the guys who'd spent all of sophomore year making my life a joke thought I'd just gone to some basic summer camp. They had no idea I'd spent 90 days in the high deserts of Colorado, learning exactly how to turn myself into stone. I left mostly to get away from a guy named Trent. Trent wasn't the kind of bully who punched you in the face. He was an artist about it. He liked an audience. His favorite move was the cafeteria bump, clipping your shoulder just hard enough to send your tray flying in front of the entire cheer squad, while his two shadows, Kyle and Chase, laughed and pointed as I scrambled on my knees for my tater tots. I spent that whole year flinching. Then my parents shipped me off to live with my Uncle Ray. No Wi-Fi, but a dusty garage full of climbing gear and a sheer rock face right in his backyard. With nothing else to do, I started climbing. For 3 months, I woke up at 5 a.m. and climbed. I shredded my fingertips, fell more times than I could count, grew 2 inches. But climbing was never really about muscle. It was about the mind. Uncle Ray would sit at the bottom with his black coffee, yelling up whenever I started to panic. The Rock doesn't care if you're scared, kid. Panic's just wasted energy. Breathe. Find your balance. Hold on. When I came back for junior year, Trent was waiting at my locker. Hey, stumblebum, he said, flicking the brim of my cap with that same fake smile. I didn't blink, didn't shrink back. My heart rate stayed completely steady. The strangest feeling. I just wasn't scared anymore. For 3 weeks, he tried everything. Tripped me in the hallway. I stepped over his foot, low center of gravity, just like on the wall. Slammed his hands on my desk to make me jump. I just turned the page. It drove him insane. A bully's entire currency is your fear, and mine was empty. But that's the dangerous thing about a guy like Trent. When he can't break you, he goes looking for someone he can. It happened on a Tuesday in the locker room after gym. My friend Sam, built like a stiff breeze, was tying his sneakers when Trent grabbed his gym bag and dumped it across the wet tile. Oops, Trent sneered. Looks like you dropped something, little guy. Sam went pale, dropping to his knees, hands shaking as he reached for his stuff. That's when I finally felt it. Not panic, just cold, heavy focus. Pick it up, Trent. The whole room went silent. Trent turned, looking at me like I'd grown a second head. Excuse me? I said pick his stuff up. His face went red. He crossed the room in 2 steps and shoved me hard in the chest. Or tried to. I didn't step back. Didn't fall. A summer of holding onto sheer rock with my bare fingertips had given me a core like forged iron. I absorbed the push, planted my feet, and caught his wrist. I didn't punch him. I squeezed. Calloused hands. Grip strength built from holding my entire body weight on ledges the size of a coin. Just enough pressure to let him know he wasn't going anywhere. His eyes went wide. All the color drained from his face. He yanked at his arm and got nowhere. Off balance. Trapped. Without me ever throwing a single strike. Pick it up, I whispered. 5 seconds. Nobody breathed. Then I let go. Trent rubbed his wrist, staring at me in shock. He bent down, scooped Sam's clothes back into the bag, and practically sprinted out. We never became friends, but a month later, we passed in the hallway. Trent looked at my hands, then up at my eyes, and just nodded. He never bothered anyone again.